Hello, children. Today we'll be seeing the explanation of a new lesson. The name of the lesson is Reach for the Top. In this lesson, we'll be seeing about two real examples, that is Santhosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova. These two well-known and famous personalities, how did they accomplish their goals and what all did they do so for accomplishing and reaching their goals? To see about Santhosh Yadav, she was a very well-known personality. Santhosh Yadav is an Indian mountaineer. She is the first woman in the world to climb the Mount Everest twice. We see first she climbed in the year 1992 and again she attempted in the year 1993. And we see during this mission she saved the life of another climber, that is Mohan Singh, by sharing oxygen with him. So such a great deed or such a good work Santhosh Yadav did. As we all are aware, as we reach to the tops or we go to the heights, there is no oxygen available. They have to carry oxygen for living or for breathing. And in that critical situation, Santhosh Yadav, she did not think about herself, but she even, accompanied her fellow climber and she saved his life. Now, her story is inspiring despite being born in a cute society. We see Santhosh Yadav, she was a girl wherein she was living in a place called Haryana, where the girl's child was cursed and where girls were married off at age of 16. But Santhosh, she made her own path. She followed her own desires and achieved world fame. We see about Santhosh Yadav, she was born in a wealthy landowners in Joia of village in Rohtak district in Haryana. She was the youngest child, a sister of 5 elder brothers. Due to the tradition, she was forced to study in the village school. And moreover, we see in her childhood, she was opposed to the customs, preferred wearing shorts in opposition to the traditional dresses like salwar kameez. But Santhosh Yadav, she did what she wanted and she insisted upon getting educated before getting married. So what was her aim? She wanted to get educated and then she wanted to get married. She took admission in the school in Delhi, but her parents refused to support her and she accepted it and decided to work part-time to fund her schooling fee. Finally, we see her parents agreed and they supported her. Her father accepted her desire to get higher education. After the higher school, we see Santhosh Yadav, she joined Maharani College at Jaipur and lived at Kasturba Hostel. Now children, we see Santhosh Yadav, she is a climber and moreover, she did not do only the work of climbing the mountain, but she fulfilled all her things what she had to do orderly, wherein she got educated, she studied, she did her schooling education, she did her college education, wherein there she saw the villagers climbing the Aravalli hills and she was very curious to know what was the other side of the mountain, what was the other side of the hills. So she joined a group of mountaineers there and hence undertook her first climbing expedition. Here we see within 4 years Santhosh Yadav in the year 1992 she climbed the Mount Everest. Her quality of determination, physical and mental strength impressed her seniors. Her fellow climbers appreciated her concern for others and willingness to work in a team. We see about Santhosh Yadav's life. She saved her own life as well as the others' life, and we see that she joined an Indo-Nepalese woman expedition wherein she was a very well-known climber and a very well-known woman who climbed the Mount Everest twice, thus becoming the first woman in the world to climb the peak twice. Now here we see, children, about Santhosh Yadav. We describe about her immense feeling of happiness, of pride when she was on the top of the world and she hoisted the Indian flag, wherein she felt very proud to be an Indian. Being an environmentalist, she brought down 500 kilometers of garbage from the Himalayas. Now we see, children, what made her do so? What made her climb the Mount Everest twice? Her goals, her achievement. She had and she knew what to do. And when she aimed at a goal, she accomplished whatever she wanted to do, in spite of opposition, in spite of, critical situation. But she did not give up, and she proved that girls are better than everyone. Now, the next lesson we are going to see about Reach for the Top Part 2. Part 2, children, we are going to see about another famous personality, and yes, you all are aware of it. Who is that? That is Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova, she is a well-known tennis player. We see about her that Maria Sharapova inspires us to remain determined and make sacrifices in order to fulfill our dreams. We see on August 22, 2005, in the year 2005, Maria, she became the top seeded player in the World Women's Tennis Player Ranking. She made great sacrifices to achieve her goals. Now we see again a woman, she made a lot of sacrifices to achieve her goals. At the tender age of 9, that she was very young, the age of 9, wherein the child, she will always feel of playing, having fun time. But Maria, we see she left her home in Siberia, Russia, to get training in tennis. She went to Florida in USA with her father. Maria suffered a painful separation from her mother for a period of 2 years. Now she was very young. She was only the age of 9, but in this young age wherein a child always wants her mother near, but she had separation from her mother because she wanted to do her training for tennis. Her favorite hobbies, we see, it was fashion, singing, dancing. She loved reading, and this all hobbies entertained herself and motivated herself that she deserved to be a very well-known person. She could not see her father too, as she remained busy working, arranging funds for her needs. She was bullied by her seniors, and being a foreigner, she had to suffer all this patiently. Maria did not feel depressed, rather she was prepared for great insults too in order to achieve her aim. We see that Maria, as she got opposition from her co-players, wherein they bullied her, but she did not take the negativity. But what was her aim? What was she aiming? That only to achieve her goal. She just saw that who was opposing her, who was speaking ill about her. She did not pay attention at the thing which was not important in her life, but yes, she paid attention at the thing where she wanted her desires to be fulfilled. Her mantra of success is to work hard and face the toughest competition. Although she was trained in US, she considered herself to be a Russian and is willing to represent Russia at the Olympics. Now see, children, we see that Maria Sharapova as well as Santhosh Yadav, these two girls were in spite of being a girl, in spite of having opposition from their families, in spite of facing many difficulties, they did not give up. They reached their goal. They fulfilled their desire. They worked hard for accomplishing what they wanted to do, what they wanted to aim at. And yes, they proved to the world that girls also are the best. And yes, they have done it and proved the world that they are the best players in their field. Thank you.